Today, I'm going to be giving you a nostalgia dose about why 90s cartoon Street Sharks was better than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. When I get asked what's my favorite cartoon growing up and I say Street Sharks, it throws some people off. A lot of people don't remember this.
Street Sharks.
And to prove that it's real and not some Mandela effect fever dream, I went and bought the original VHS on eBay, which is still sealed with the original Kmart sticker to prove that this actually happened. So here's why I think Street Sharks was better than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. First off, let's start with story. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first aired as a TV series in 1987, and everyone pretty much knows the story. A group of sewer turtles turn into mutant people things and appropriate the identity of Italian Renaissance artists while being trained in martial arts by a rat. Oh, and they eat a lot of pizza, which I always thought looked amazing in this show. The Ninja Turtles is a show about the dark underworld in a big city, coming out of the 80s era of excess that glamorized the city life for the rich and powerful. It's dirty, it's dark, and while there are some themes of good and evil, it doesn't really have an overarching plot. The episodes are more or less self-contained, with a recurring rogues gallery of villains. Street Sharks came out in the mid-90s and was a blatant ripoff, direct response to Ninja Turtles. And as a 7-year-old kid, I remember the TV show being the pinnacle of a cinematic experience. It was completely insane. A professor named Dr. Paradigm created a gene slammer and mutated a bunch of teenage athletes into anthropomorphic sharks and accidentally turned himself into part piranha. And the series, which lasted 3 seasons and somehow produced over 40 episodes, which all had the name Shark in their titles, including Shark to the Future, Space Sharks, and my personal favorite, Jurassic Shark, respect, is about street sharks saving the world from other anthropomorphic mutant half-animals, including Slobster, yep, exactly who you think he is, and more than you can ever be. I don't remember a whole lot because I was 7, but I remember it being jawsome. And I definitely had the home video release titled The Gene Slamming Begins, and I remember sitting in front of my TV going, yes, let the gene slamming begin. Street Sharks was made in a time when surf and skate culture dominated, and so these types of shows didn't take themselves too seriously. It was punky, it was bro-y, there were radical guitar riffs echoing oncoming climate crises, and so what if it was a blatant cash grab to buy toys? It was fun. Speaking of toys, let's talk Turtles. There's nothing really special here with what the Ninja Turtles did. You get your standard plastic characters that function more or less like every other toy at the time. The box art is pretty cool, I guess, and I always liked the logo. But here is where Street Sharks really shines. After salivating over the success of rival Playmates Ninja Turtle toys and TV show, Mattel decided to take a bite out of the action with Street Sharks. They released a full line of shark-themed action figures, not toys. These were action figures, and I had nearly all of them. There was Jab, Blades, Big Slamu, Moby Lick, Ripster, Rocks, Streaks, and a lot more. And not only were they bigger than most toys at the time, they were actually designed to be able to fit the Ninja Turtles in their mouths. And even better, they got Vin Diesel to promote these things.
I want to show you something up close and personal. I've got something here with such fantastic detail, it's going to blow you away. Head shark!
Will there ever be toys this cool again? This was peak toys right here. And can we take a second to appreciate how cool the logo was? It's literally shark teeth. Finally, let's compare the theme songs because that's half the cartoon right there. Here's the Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
Pretty basic and childish, which makes sense. Now let's compare that to the Street Sharks.
Street Sharks. They fight the Street Sharks. Street Sharks. They're gonna kick some serious men to win. The Street Sharks. Sharks! Jawsome!
It's like a heavy metal jazz banger that makes you want to go into a pool hall and hang out with the tough guys in the back. It had no right to be this cool. And instead of fizzling out over years of dull storylines, looking at you, Ninja Turtles, Street Sharks died as soon as it surfaced. After just 3 years, its toys and TV show were sunk. There was a DVD release in 2013 and an SD Blu-ray release in 2022, and they did have a limited edition run of a few toys that Mattel decided to create in 2021, which I'm not a huge fan of personally, but that's it. No more Street Sharks. From what I've seen online, people who love Street Sharks really love Street Sharks. And because there hasn't been like a huge surge in popularity from collectors yet, it's still relatively easy to pick up the original toys and VHS collections online, which I did right here. Some of the original new in box stuff is starting to creep up a few $100s on eBay though. Do you have a favorite Street Sharks episode or character? I would love to hear about it in the comments below. If you thought this video was jawsome, give me a thumbs up and I'll give you more Nostalgia Dose content.